Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and NB friends. It is a very cozy morning. I am stuck inside. There is not a whole lot going on, so I decided I would get a couple of episodes out of the way because I've read a few things. Today, our subject is an interesting one because it is a newer, I think it started last year? Yes, started in October last year. There's only about 12 chapters of it out right now as of recording. Today's topic is Ogami Tsumiki to Kinichijou. What is the English name of this? Otherwise known as Tsumiki Ogami and the Strange Everyday Life. This is a newer one, and I've caught up to the whole thing. I took a day and read the whole thing. I've got some interesting thoughts on it, so let me talk about that after we talk about our sponsor. Stop what you're doing right there. Are you listening to this in the background? Are you going over and playing a video game while you're listening to me talk about manga? What if I told you you could get paid to play that game? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today's sponsor is freecash.com. Freecash.com is a website you can go to and get paid to play games, take surveys, and even test apps. After doing individual offers, you will be credited a balance into your freecash.com account. Completing offers into Freecash literally shows you exactly how much money that you earn from each individual offer, and you can withdraw those to a bunch of different things. Anywhere from PayPal to direct bank transfers, all the way to things, my personal favorites, like Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, even Valorant points and League of Legends points. If you want to get those skins, this is a very easy way to do that. Apparently, they've also added DoorDash and Minecraft since the last time I've recorded this ad spot, so hey, that's pretty cool. So if you'd like to get started earning some free cash today, head on over to freecash.com/r/BaronJ or use code BaronJ when you sign up. Get started making your free cash today. All right, I think much like the titular manga we're talking about today, I think this is going to be a shorter one because I don't have that much of source material to talk about. Let's talk mainly about the plot. Our protagonist is a boy named Yutaka. In his world, his modern world, Genjin, or like monster people, have begun to live with the general populace. It's a fairly simple plot. He enrolls in a school where Genjins also attend. He's kind of not necessarily mild-mannered, but he doesn't know how to feel about certain things, sort of like a, what's the word? Not dysphoria, kind of like a disconnect. The word is not coming to me. Oh, I will think of it somehow. Numbness, apathy? No, emotional disconnect. Detachment. Detachment is what I was going for. Has a strange sort of detachment that he cannot come to terms with, doesn't know how to express his own feelings. During his school day, he meets a girl who is part werewolf, and it's one of the, I really like the design. It's cute. She's got little like wolf ears sticking out from her underneath her, like her sideburn bangs that she's got, and she has big old feet. She's just got like these tiny little legs and big old feet, and she is part traditional werewolf. She sort of like buries stuff out in the courtyard of the school. People talk to her. She ties her she ties her wolf tail to her leg so it doesn't like move around and wag. She actually like prefers it that way and tells people that, and he becomes immediately sort of infatuated, smitten with her because of how open she is about herself, which is something he does not know how to do. That's something I really like about this, is because we're seeing a lot of these types of series coming out where it's got a supernatural hit to it. There's a manga by the guy that did Goodnight Punpun, and I cannot think of what. Dead Demons, Dead at a Destruction. That's what it is. Could not think of that because it's such a strange name. That's one that's very much in the same vein, where it's like a coming of age or sort of interpersonal drama, but it has this backdrop of there's like an impending alien invasion shit going on in the background. That's a whole other video. I'm still in the process of reading that one. I'm kind of going bit by bit, but it's quite good. Anyway, this is in a very similar manner. There's a lot of series like that are bringing out the background as supernatural and fantasy-like, and the actual story is much, much different. Good examples of this are like, I'd say Witch Watch, I think, is one of them. There's a couple of others that are escaping me right now because it's early in the morning and the caffeine's still kicking in. But yes, the manga itself follows these two as they sort of make a promise to each other to help them understand Yutaka's feelings and how he feels about stuff, because he wants to learn how to be sort of like her in a certain way. There is I believe it's going to be expanding cast of characters just based on what we've seen so far. There's a vampire boy. There's also a Medusa girl. I think there's an invisible man, and it's very much about this interpersonal drama. Although it's more lighthearted than a drama, I'd say. I'm using drama in the wrong way here. I just mean it's very slice of life, less about the supernatural elements and more about what it's like to live in this society and get along with these people. I've read up to all of the 12 chapters so far. I really like it. It's very lighthearted. It's got a nice little twist to it. There is, and it wouldn't be what it is without me talking about this part. I found out about this because I saw someone retweet this thread on Twitter about the second or third chapter of this, and I know exactly which part they're talking about, and I think it's a little overblown. There were like a lot of people that were really mad at the author for the way they drew it. And speaking of, the author is Miyu Morishita, the person. They did a one-shot, what was that called? It's like Kimi to Nara Hadashi. It's a weird little one-shot from a while ago. I don't even remember if I actually read it. I think I just saw it show up on something. I think there was another one-shot that they did, but I cannot think of it right now. Not known for a full series yet, so this is the first full series from this author. And in the third chapter, they meet the vampire boy of the school, who is like not necessarily a Lothario. It's explained very, very quickly that he has this sort of enchanting presence where the people of the opposite sex find him very attractive. And in a few moments in that chapter, he explains that he is hungry and needs blood. And our girl Ogami just offers the neck for a few moments. And the vibe that immediately comes off, and I can see why people were mad, is like, this is not good. This is not great. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that it was like, I'm gonna say it's baby's first NTR. Like, it's not that bad, honestly. And it's like immediately taken care of in the first few seconds. Like, he gets in there, and then our main guy, our boy Yutaka, he just freaks out for a second and like pulls them away, and he says, "Oh, I see, you're jealous. I see you're jealous." We find out immediately then that the attraction charm does not work on Tsumiki. And then the vampire boy's like, "Oh, wait, you're like a normal person and you can actually talk to me like a normal person." So we sort of get this dichotomy of like, oh, now I can talk to you instead of knowing that you're just like drawn by my presence. You actually like know me like a person, which is wild. So I actually liked that dynamic. I thought it was very interesting. I like that. And I mean, if a story's all rosy, happiness the whole time, then people are going to be, nonplussed. It's not going to be a driving interest in your story over time. It's just going to be, oh, the good thing happens to the good guy all the time. So getting it out of the way in the first 3 chapters is like, oh, okay, you're good. Everything's fine. We did the thing. So I see why people were kind of upset by that, but afterwards it sort of resolves and everything's totally fine. I think it was a gross overreaction on the reader's part for a lot of that, which is, what you can say about the internet. That's just what happens all the time. But yeah, so far, plot, very, very good. I like it a lot. Let's talk about the art, because I am running out of battery on my recorder. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty short episode, I think. So I'm just looking at some of the faces, some of the art. I really like how it trades the sort of slice of life does the exaggerated reactions, sort of the pinpoint eyes and things like that in some of the smaller panels. And they trade that off with very, very, what is the word I'm looking for? I can sort of compare it to Horikoshi a little bit. I see it, but it's got its own very unique style. The character designs are really, really nice. Obviously, Tsumiki is very cute. She's drawn very cutely. The sort of concept and designs of some of the other characters are very cool. I'm going to the second chapter, and I see the part where they go to Tsumiki's like den where all of the wolf people live. The first other wolf person you meet is this very like hatch shade. The whole thing is just hatch shading and line drawing. It's just really, really detailed for no reason. And then it cuts and it's just got this little wolf guy face, and just the design of everything looks really, really nice. There's a lot of attention to the little bits of detail that I like. And again, a lot of the art and stuff is very, very cute in terms of like character design and just overall level of detail going into the line work. Yeah, I'm running out of stuff to say. I told you guys this is probably going to be a short one, so this may be the one that comes out on the week the video comes out. If not, then it'll be the one before this, and you can ignore me. So in the end, yes, I do recommend this one. Yeah, you can sort of ignore what people have said about it on Twitter. It's a very cute little story so far. Like I said, that that one chapter is like, get over it. It's not that bad. Strong recommend from me. The manga is still going as of recording this, and there's probably a new chapter that I haven't read, so I highly recommend it, and you should read it. That's all I've got for this one. This is going to be a very, very short one. Apologies for that, but we'll come back next time with a new series and new things to say about it. Thank you for stopping by my little manga corner. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.